So I make it clear to students on the first day, yes, we're journalists, but foremost, we're storytellers. Journalism is about people. What could be more exciting, more compelling than people and telling their stories? People think sports is the toy department of news. Well, I suppose it's about games, but make no mistake, the real world comes into the toy box here. You have labor strife and racial issues. You have politics, business, the economy. All of it happens to affect sports. Sports does not exist in a vacuum, and we take on all of it. We have a great sense of fun. It's a workshop, an intensive laboratory workshop, 12 to 15 students. First, students will be apprentice sports writers themselves. They'll be reporting features, news, profiles, social media, and they'll be doing some video work as well. And then secondarily, we take on sports writing historically. We follow the press box as it evolves across time. If you're going to study politics, you study the founding fathers. If you're going to study sports writing, you've got to go back to the 20s and 30s and read about Grantland Rice and Paul Gallico, Shirley Povich, moving across time, Red Smith, Jimmy Cannon, and now today, Frank DeFord, Gary Smith, Dave Kindred. And we even have brought in some of these sports writers to our class. Mark Fainaru-Wada of ESPN, who broke the Balco series about performance-enhancing drugs and has written a lot about concussions in pro football. And John Branch, the Pulitzer Prize-winning sports writer for the New York Times, came in to discuss his series Snowfall on an avalanche. So we're bringing in all different angles of sports writing, different sides of it, the investigative, the feature writing, the hard news. This year the Super Bowl came to our town, so we took the students into San Francisco and went to the Super Bowl Media Center, and we were able to draw back the curtain and see the media machine churning, thousands of sports journalists covering America's defining sports spectacle. We met with Peter King of Sports Illustrated. We met with Christine Brennan of USA Today. We really saw the modern day sports writer at work.
I'd say I've always been a sports fan and seen it from the fan perspective, but I've never seen it from the writer's perspective. So being able to have the experience and being able to profile a reporter like Peter King was an amazing and eye-opening experience. Not only did I get to see his creative craft, but I also got to write about it as well.
I feel like even though Gary's class is about sports specifically, I learned a lot more about how to be a good journalist in general.
I'm teaching a skill set. I want students to come away from this class being able to distill information, to think more quickly on their feet, and to handle themselves well in an interview, regardless of which side of the table they're sitting on. Those skills are transportable to any field.
I used this in an interview for the job I got. I said it taught me how to interact with professionals, how to ask questions, how to contact people you haven't even met before, how to just maintain conversation with them, interview them.
Gary's class is unique in that you have people from all different types of backgrounds. We have our master's cohort, you have undergrads, you have athletes, and all these people can bring different things to the table.
And it's really been enlightening and fun for me to watch some of the athletes like Richard Sherman and Kobe Fleener, who have gone on and done some writing for the Monday Morning Quarterback of Sports Illustrated, to read Kristen Press's blog about her training and the whole mental approach she brings to her game, to see them executing some of the things we talked about in class. It's been remarkable to see what these students have gone on to achieve in journalism. There are newsrooms all across the land. Students from this class have gone on to ESPN, the Washington Post, Google, Outside Magazine, and all points in between. For me, it's thrilling to see them executing journalism at the highest level.